Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily and welcome to London. Today we're doing a totally different show because we're going bouldering. Basically we found some guys in Durham who boulder and they agreed to come down to London to film with us. So basically we're running around the streets of London finding things to climb up. Now a word of warning, we are going sort of guerrilla filmmaking on this because we haven't really got all the permits. So if it's a little bit shaky on the footage we apologise, but I hope you enjoy. Dan, right. Nice to meet you guys. This is Dave. Hello, you right? So we're outside of Tate Modern with Ryan, Lewis and Dan. Guys, just tell me why you're down here, because Durham's your home city, right?
Yeah, we've come especially to climb the buildings. We've came all the way, it cost us a lot of money on the train. There's a guy who we know who made the map, the builder map of London, so we've come down to try all the problems and downgrade them all. So
how long have you been bouldering for? How long has this been going on?
I think personally I haven't been doing it as long as Lewis and Dan. So maybe about a year, about a year. But over the past maybe like 2 or 3 months, we've really started, getting into the videos and finding new stuff and starting to establish things really.
And do the grades have the same grades as bouldering problems? Like, you on the V scale here?
Try to. It's pretty difficult though. Bouldering's quite specific movements often. There's not always another option, so it's very specific to your body type. But we try and make them the same, yeah.
So you've kind of been here all weekend, we've only just joined you for today. Have you been kicked out, thrown out, arrested yet?
The security did give us a little bit of jiff on the first day, but people have been really receptive here. It's kind of like a lot of tourists and stuff, and like loads of phones out taking our picture and that, so everyone's been really nice actually.
And do you need specific, for training, for climbing, strong fingers and all the rest, have you got specific bouldering muscles?
It's the brain. That's the thing. Yeah, definitely the brain. The brain's the strongest bouldering muscle.
Nice guys, well I'm going to let you go back to it before we get moved on and arrested, so good luck.
Thank you very much.
So we're moving between a few spots here in London today, and one of them is underneath the bridges down by the river. Now the boulder problems themselves are horrendous, they're covered in green slimy seaweed, but it's a kind of pretty place to film. So this is at the final spot, and it's quite cool for me because this is an area that I've BMX'd at. I've seen parkour runners here all the time, and it's kind of this extreme sports mecca bit of London. And now you guys have climbed on it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, find this interesting sort of rock on the side. It's very rough on your fingers, I'd say. But it is quite like a climbing you would find in a gym. So going up in a red, high feet, stuff like that. And it's quite technical.
What's people's reaction to you doing this? Because we've just walking through London with bouldering pads, we've had a lot of looks. Do people come talk to you?
I had one woman stop yesterday and she was like, where are you climbing at in London? And I was like, oh, we're just climbing some buildings. We're about to head down to the beach down there. And she was like, really? good for you. And I was like, yeah, thank you. Like, people have been really, like, I've had a lot of people come to me with stories of when they used to do some mountaineering, like, someone's like, oh, I did Scarfell Pike when I was young. Just everyone seems to have some story related to climbing, and everyone's been really friendly, yeah.
So if you had one building, one line that you had to climb, wanted to climb, what would be your ultimate? Like, imagine a giant air pad down the bottom. Like, safety isn't an issue here. What would you get on?
That's a really good question, actually. Do I think about that? I mean, obviously, I quite like my hometown Durham, so maybe the Cathedral Tower, 60 metres, quite crumbly sandstone, but I think it might go. I think there's enough features on it, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Durham Council, if you hear this, please install an airbag and we'll get to it. Well, that is the end of one of the weirdest half a day's climbing I've ever done in my life. It's been cool though, climbing on buildings that I've walked past in years when I used to live in London. It's been a pretty special experience. There's a link to those guys' YouTube channel in the copy below, so check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.